All right, today I'm going to show you another strategy that you can use to solve 2x2 multiplication problems, and it is going to involve using the distributive property and the area model. Okay, so as a review, when we were using the distributive property before, we were doing problems like 24 times 6, and we were going ahead and we were putting this in expanded form, so 20 plus 4, and then we would do 20 times 6 plus 4 times 6. Then I'd get 2 times 6 gives me 12, tack on a 0, plus 4 times 6 is 24, and I'd end up with the answer 144, okay? And I didn't use the area model with it, I just did it like that. But today, since these problems are have a little bit bigger numbers, we are going to use the area model when we're learning how to do the distributive property with 2x2 digits. So I'm going to flip my paper around, and I have the problem 54 times 51 that I would like to show you using the distributive property. So same thing, I'm going to choose one of my numbers to go ahead and break into expanded form. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. So breaking my second number down into 50 plus 1, okay? Then I'm going to draw an area model, and this time it's just going to be 2 because this 54 is going to go right here. 54 and then 50 and 1. Okay? So then what I'm having to multiply is 54 times 50 and then 54 times 1. So what I'm going to do for 54 times 50 is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see my basic fact of 54 times 4. Now this is where you use whichever model you're comfortable with. If you like traditional, then you solve the 54 times 5 with that. If you like the area model, you draw another area model and you do that area model for that, for 54 times 5. If you're using the distributive property and partial products, then you do that. Okay, it just depends on which strategy you are comfortable with solving a 2x1 digit problem. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the traditional algorithm. 4 times 5 gives me 20, carrying my 2. 5 times 5 gives me 25, plus 2 more gives me 270. Okay, I still haven't taken that last 0 into account though, so it's 2,700. I add 54 times 50. I found my 2x1 of 54 times 5. I solved that, and then I tacked on my extra 0, giving me 2,700. Okay? Then I just have 54 times 1, which is 54. Then I add those two numbers together, and I get 2,754. Okay? So I'm going to go through what I did one more time. I took one of my numbers and I put it in an expanded form. I drew an area model with 2 boxes. The 54 went here, and then the 50, which I put in expanded form, the 50 went here and the 1 went here. Then I multiplied the 54 times 50 using my preferred method for 2x1 multiplication. And then I put that answer in this box. Then I did 54 times 1 and got 54, and I added the two numbers together to get my final answer. Okay? Let's go ahead and do another one. So this one that we're going to do is going to be, let's do 47 times 19. Go ahead and try it on your own and see what you can do. All right, I'm going to go ahead And I'm going to put my 19 into expanded form. 10 plus 9. If you would prefer to put the 47 in expanded form, that's fine. It doesn't matter which number you choose. I'm going to draw my area model. 47 is going to go on this side, and my 10 and my 9 are going to go over here. Okay, 47 times 10, well, that's really easy, thankfully. 47 times 1 gives me 47. Tack on 1 0. 47 times 9, though, that one's going to take a little bit of writing. 47 times 9. Okay, I'm going to use the area model to solve this one. So I've got this being broken down to 40 plus 7. I have my 9, 40 plus 7. 4 times 9 gives me 36 plus 1 0. 9 times 7 gives me 63. I'm going to add those together and I get 360 plus 63. 312, 423. That's the answer to 47 times 9. So it needs to go back over here because this is part of the rest of my problem, because my real problem is 47 times 19. Then I'm going to add those two numbers together, 470 plus 423, and I'm going to end up with 893. So 47 times 19 is 893. All right? Let's go ahead and try another one, and then we'll solve a word problem. All right, the problem that we are going to go ahead and solve is going to be 28 times 39. Give this one a go. I'm going to go ahead now and split the 39 into 30 plus 9. I'm going to draw an area model. My 28 is going to go here, my 30 here, and my 9 here. 28 times 3 is my basic fact. I'm going to use the traditional algorithm. 8 times 3 gives me 24. Carry my 2. 2 times 3 gives me 6, plus 1 more gives me 84. Tack on a 0, 840. 28 times 9 is my next problem. I'm going to go ahead and use the distributive property here. 20 times 9 plus 8 times 9. It's still 28 groups. 2 times 9 gives me 18. Tack on a 0 plus 8 times 9, which gives me 72. I'm going to stack this, I'm going to stack that to the side. 2 and 15, 252. Okay. Then I'm going to add these on there. You can see that. So I solved the 28 times 30, did the 28 times 3 because I picked out my 2 by 1 and just added a 0. Then I did 28 times 9. And now I'm going to add those two together. And I get 1092. All right, I have one more quick problem for you, and then I will let you practice on your own. There are 48 nails in one box. How many nails are in 17 boxes? There you go. So there are 48 nails in one box. How many nails are in 17 boxes? Try that one on your own really quick. So I know that if there's 48 nails in one box and I've got 17, that's 48 times 17. I'm gonna go ahead and split this into 10 plus 7. I'm gonna draw my area model. 48, there's 10, there's 7. 48 times 1 gives me 48, tack on 1 0 gives me 480. That's pretty easy. If you can, try to split it up to where you have a 10 in there. So if there's one of your digits, it does have a 1 in the tens place, split that one up so that you have an easier go on the first round. First problem there. Then 48 times 7, I'm going to use the area model. That's 40 plus 8, 7 and 8. 4 times 7 gives me 28, tack on a 0. 8 times 7 is 56, add that. And 336. Okay, 480 plus 336, 816. So we would say there are 816 nails. Hope I didn't go too fast there. If I did, please go back and rewatch this. All right, that's how you solve that. So you're just splitting up one of the numbers into expanded form and multiplying those numbers together and adding, okay?